I think what we can agree on is that Haas still loves taking risks.
Yep.
Like, regardless of how you want to phrase that, like risks are
It's in
taken.
his soul.
Yeah, it's just how he does,
Yeah. And we love him for it. If he was cautious, there would be no way to distinguish him from nice, really.
It's true. Like I'm sure, like when they were birthed, in Taiwan, their parents, they like bestowed upon them their symbols of like yin and yang, and they're like, these two must have two different iconic styles, if they want to both be in Taiwan.
I have this great mental image of Nice's parents and Haas's parents both being part of like a cult.
Yeah.
It's like, our offspring will both be the ones to usher in the new dawn.
Yeah. There was like a ceremony when they came out. There were candles everywhere. There were like all these people in hoods surrounding them. Oh god. I mean, it makes sense.
They didn't account for bud always.
Oh god.
But yes, speaking of which, we are going to be kicking off this series, this new dawn, question mark? I don't know what we just got ourselves into. But it's going to start on Curious Minds. LE, we're in the top left-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the top left-hand corner. We have our red Zerg player coming down, not from the land of Taiwan, but from the land of Korea. He is, of course, going to be representing Team NV. He's the one true dong. He is DRG.
Spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Curious Minds LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player. He is blue, representing Prep Esports. It is Haas.
Or Haas, according to Hangul. His Hangul name.
Yes, it is his Hangul name. Oh boy. So yeah, again, something unique to him here on this server, and we'll see how he does. What I'm surprised by, two series in a row in a best of 3. We've had Curious Minds in a PvZ.
Yeah, Protoss players tonight, they just aren't afraid of getting harassed, it seems. Maybe they should.
Yeah, they should be. Based on what we saw with Chance, they maybe should be.
Well, maybe most Protoss players should be, but maybe not Haas, if we can see if he brings out the, the very defensive, more turtle-ish style that he has shown us in the past. I feel like he does that a lot more in PvP, but, I imagine it can still transfer over to PvZ decently well.
Yeah, well, I mean, what's important is that I doubt Haas is going to open Stargate, and there we go. There we go. He goes immediately for a Robo first. Stargates are a death wish. That's also why Chance didn't open with the Stargate in the previous series on Curious Minds. It's just so difficult to make work because Queen pushes are so strong. And what's interesting to me is that despite DRG going for a hatch first, Haas chronoed out that Zealot. Like, he went Zealot first.
And he's really worried.
Yeah, interesting choice here. I mean, the Lings are going around there scouting. I don't blame DRG for that at all. He's making sure everything's normal.
He's played Haas a couple of times, yeah.
Yeah, but DRG, he doesn't commit to an Overlord scout, so he doesn't see the Robo.
And that's kind of downfall for when you go for a Zerg scout like this, or a Ling scout like this.
Yeah. And this is wild, by the way. Like, typically when we see gateway unit harass, it's off of 3 gates, but we only have 2 here for Haas. I mean, to be fair, like, he does have this Zealot, so he does have an additional unit, but, like, this is such a quirky timing that he's going to be going across the map with. Yeah,
I don't think he's going to go for the standard double immortal drop of this. Could just be a single immortal drop, and that loads up the rest of the just the gateway units, but here we go. 5 gates are gonna be finished up here for Haas by the time he moves out. It's gonna be very important for DRG to notice this. He knows of the Warp Prism, but nothing else.
And what's important is that, mate, there's 5 gates in the main, and there's 2 at the natural. There's 7 gates in total. No gases have been taken, by the way. Like, there's 0 gas mining. This is just pure mass Zealot. Not even charge lot. They're just slow lots, mate.
Well, I was wondering how Haas is going to keep a third base alive, but I guess he just doesn't.
Yeah, this is so crisp as well. Like, you can see he has exactly zero gas. Like, he pulled out immediately. Like, this is all it gets. No, they get in!
They get in, and they do confirm the worst of DongRaeGu's fears, but now at least he has a little bit of time to prepare. He's getting a spine crawler up, and he is building a whole lot of roaches. Roaches aren't necessarily the best units against charge lots, but against slow lots, there's still plenty of kiting potential for the roaches.
Yeah, that they are. I mean, again, these are slow lots of all things, but there is Micro with the War Prism. There is an Immortal as the backbone of this army to help chunk away or just shoot away at those roaches, the queens, and the spines, but there's a lot of work for this one Immortal to do.
It's not even able to do it yet.
Yeah. God, there's just so many roaches. Like, and DRG, he just kite to his heart's content.
Yeah, it's a nice windy day out in Korea.
It's true.
He can kite as much as he wants.
Joe kites out, boys. Meanwhile, decent spread here with his ults. He doesn't commit, not yet. Still only one Immortal. Lings go for a bit of a wrap around. Okay, no, they just come back into the main. It's a natural.
Yeah. Well, Haas has enough zealots that he's starting to split up his army. He's doing a very good job of keeping that War Prism alive. The Queens want to get on top of it, but the Zealots are acting as such a good buffer.
Yeah, exactly. We have another wave of Zealots coming in here. The Immortal taking a little bit of damage, but there are just so many roaches pushing through, breaking through here into the from the natural base, down the ramp, and there's almost nothing left.
Yeah, there was a point where I thought Haas might have been able to do it, distract the army a little bit while he sends the rest of his Lings for it, but then I looked at the army supply difference. GG, DongRaeGu takes game number 1.
GG, what a wild game.
Yeah.
Obviously Haas was hoping that DRG was droning a bit more, but the other thing is that obviously it was so important for DongRaeGu to get into the main base with his Lings, scout, and then respond, right? Stop droning, throw down the spine.
Yeah, unfortunately Haas canceled his pylon just at the wrong second.
Yeah.
Was DRG getting the spine before he sent the Lings in? I think he wasn't, yeah. I think he was trying to cut corners a little bit, but yeah, once he confirmed, that's a whole lot of gateways he's sending my way, pal. He knew he had to take it seriously.
Oh yeah.
And just like that, he was able to take game number 1. Can he take game number 2 here on Hotwire LE? We're of course in the top right-hand corner of the map, spawning all the way in the top right-hand corner. We have our Red Zerg player coming out from the land of Korea. He is going to be representing Team NV. We have the one true DongRaeGu.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Hardwire LE, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player. He is blue, representing Prep Esports. Down in this series, but not out, it is Haas.
We're kind of getting the reverse order of our first match of Daylight. Started on Heartwire, went to Curious Minds, and now round 2, Curious Minds and Heartwire.
Let's go. Yeah. Honestly, it is unfortunate with how Curious Minds went. Obviously, I understand that Haas didn't want to get into like a regular game on it, so he tried something crazy, but it didn't work. Now he's behind in the series, and he opens up with a Forge. Gate Forge.
Yeah, I thought with Heartwire we were going to see more of a macro, more of a standard Haas, but what am I saying? It's Haas.
It is standard Haas, yeah. You're not wrong.
Yep.
Oh god. So yeah, with this Gate Forge, this does, because it isn't a Forge first, it's not 100% committed. He can just go for kind of like a denial of the hatchery and back up from there. We do already see like a Cybercore back at home, a Zealot as well, a wall being set up.
Nice and safe. You think the RG can actually keep this alive? Probably not if Haas positions a cannon well enough. But this one drone
Mate.
zones out the probe. So wow.
Mate, is he gonna deny? Is he gonna? All he has to do is wait for the creep.
Whoa.
He just has to wait for the creep, and nothing gets up.
Dude.
Oh my god.
And now that Joe can just go back to mining.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh my god.
That was so smart.
So now Haas put himself a little bit behind with this opener because the Forge first accomplished nothing. Ooh, but he's making use of the Forge though.
Yeah, still gonna be getting +1. Haas isn't out of this game yet. He wants to reciprocate the damage across the map, or I guess Haas hasn't taken any damage yet, but there's just nothing to damage Haas.
Yeah, he's taken inadvertent damage by
Yeah.
his build putting himself behind. He does reveal the +1 though to DRG, and he's gonna be thinking like, the hell is going on? Are we gonna see another charge all in, or like a zealot all in, I should say, because we didn't even have charge last time. And I do think that that's gonna be the case because Haas is setting up a proxy.
Yeah, well, I watched the gas mining right now for Haas to see which unit he gets out. Vanilla Stalkers are still a very real possibility. Not anymore with this Twilight Council out. So yeah, it could be Blink, could be Charge, could even be a late Glaive timing.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to go for. Like, Blink Stalkers, obviously they can do well against Roaches. Zealots can do well against Lings and Roaches as well, but they don't scale too much. As the proxy is being set up, and right now our attention is solely focused on this Twilight Council. Is it going to be Blink or Charge? It's not going to be Glaives. It'd be crazy if it's
Glaives is too uncommitted at this point. 4 more gateways are in fact on the way. 5 gates in total right now for Haas, so it is going to be neither upgrade!
Oh. Okay. No, but the Lings they get in! Oh my god!
Somehow they were able to start a step past this Stalker. Haas immediately cancels that Dark Shrine, and once again, we're staring at that Twilight Council. Because he needs to do something with it.
Yeah, he can't just waste it. He throws out another Dark Shrine. But if these Lings go back into the main base, and they will, then they're gonna scout this anyway.
Cancel.
Yeah.
Oh, the probes! Almost take out the Lings, but DongRaeGu will scout, will confirm the Dark Shrine. Will also confirm that there's research on that Twilight Council, so even if Haas decides to cancel that Dark Shrine once again, I don't know, DRG is just gonna have... He's just got knowledge on his side, you know?
Yeah.
No one gets to have to battle.
Yeah, he cancels it for the second time. There's not going to be any DTs whatsoever because he knows DongRaeGu is good enough to respond and get detection. Meanwhile, slow lots are across the map, but they are slow. There are more than enough Lings. They get a full surround. Oh, God.
It's like that. This Zealot Force gets taken out.
Just like that. This Zealot Force is going to be taken out.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, God. We have +2 on the way?
Yeah.
With, +2? Okay.
May as well, you know? Double down. Blink is on the way too, as Charge does finish for these Zealots.
What I love about this is that...
Oh, no, he doesn't. He cancelled it.
He cancels and goes straight into Blink. He realizes that the Zealots aren't going to do anything. Like, Haas is making this up as he goes along. He's like...
He's an improv master.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd say master.
Yeah. Look, he knows how to improv.
Yep, he took his classes, he knows what's up, he's just canceling everything left and right, he's trying to figure something out, he's trying to make something work.
He's yes-anding throughout this entire game.
Oh god, Ling run by is gonna get a cancel on the third base, the Zealots are not fast enough to deal with it, and... Oh wait,
maybe they would be if Charge finished.
Maybe. He comes back in, he gets another scout. Confirms that, hey, it's a little bit sus, like, yo, upgrade is still going on, what happened there?
Maybe he thinks that when he goes in the second time, he's getting Charge.
Maybe.
Maybe he thinks that Haas already has Blink, or may have went to Glaives instead.
I mean, what I will say is that Haas's upgrades are looking really good. Like, +2 is going to finish in time for these Blink Stalkers, and Blink Stalkers can do really well against Roaches, which is what he's up against, so his army composition isn't the worst. It's just that, like, because of the route that he took to get here, it's very late, his third base is late, like, everything is late, which means he just has a small army.
Yeah, as much as I want to believe in the micro of Haas, the math does not check out. The math is not in his favor when it comes to the army supply.
It's really not. it's really not. But maybe he can make something happen with the micro. You know, not just Blink Stalkers, but also with force fields. Maybe buy enough time for an Immortal to come out from this Robo. He's working on +3. Like, again, let's be real. these are some baller upgrades, mate. +3.
Really are. He's been so quick on getting them too. Immediately +1 finishes up, +2. Immediately +2 finishes up, +3.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna see +3 finish.
Oh god, regardless, he does have +2 for this fight. The Zelds are coming in decent. Force fields with the Lings, they get a wrap around. Overcharge is putting in a lot of work though to try and keep everything alive, but there's only one shield battery.
Was one shield battery as it gets targeted down by the Biles and the Roaches. These Stalkers are blinking back as best they can, but eventually they're gonna run a room. Just like that, GG, DongRaeGu tears his way through the Protoss players. Makes it all the way to round 3. The quarterfinals.
Wow.
I wanted to say quarterfinals, but I wasn't too sure.
GG, well played. Congratulations, DongRaeGu. He takes down both of his Protoss opponents.
Yeah. In very convincing fashion, too. And he didn't really... And it kind of feels like it wasn't really DongRaeGu going for much, doing any specific builds or styles to take out his opponents. It was him just reacting so well to what both Chance and Haas were trying to do, because they all knew that DongRaeGu was favored in both of those matches. So it was very much on them to try to figure something out. DRG, he just had to keep calm and do his own thing.
Yeah, that's all he had to do, and now DRG is going to move on forward here into those quarterfinals. And something that is insane to me, like I was not expecting this. Dark is still waiting for his opponent.